Welcome to Thoughts and Teens in Focus. I'm your host, Patricia Tripp, and I have with me a very special guest, and he is Pastor Oko here. Pastor Oko here is a pastor from the Redeemed Christian Church of God, House of Grace, and he is the pastor here. He will tell us more about himself. He's also from Nigeria, and he will give us a little talk about Nigeria. Tell him about himself, his community, and the work that he's doing in his church. We know you have a very lately started a church here, and it's growing because it have a lot of young people. And you know where young people are in a church, there you will find it's developing more and more. So, Pastor, welcome to Thoughts and Teens in Focus. I know you're not a thought or a teen, but you're just right, and you will be able to give us some ideas about thoughts and about the community and the work that they are doing. Yes, Pastor. So it's nice having you here, and I know I would like you to introduce yourself and call your name because I'm not good at calling names.
So my name is Olusegun Olowokere, and it's a short form is Segun Olowo. So people find it difficult to call that name, so we shorten it to Segun Olowo. So I'm from Nigeria originally, as we said. I came to the state on 2002, and ever since I've been working as well as also pastoring. I work in pharmaceutical industry, and now I'm working with GE. I'm also pastoring this parish, the House of Grace, Corpus Christi.
Yes, Pastor. I know. I came here and I visit your church and I see what a wonderful congregation. I do enjoy the praise and worship with the girls. The praise and worship is very good, and I love the praise and worship that they do. Pastor, can you tell us something more about yourself?
Okay. I'm a trained chemist. I left college at 87, and I've been working since then. Came to the state, as I've said, in 2002, and I've been a member of Redeem from Nigeria, and here also we are serving God as a pastor and also working. I have 3 kids, 1 daughter and 2 boys, and they are also serving the Lord along with us. God has been blessing us here in Corpus Christi. We started about 6 months ago, or it's running to 8 months now to be precise, and God has been helping us. We have young people in our church that are dedicated, ready to serve God. They are sold out to God, and God is increasing us each day.
What I like about your church, you have a lot of young people, and that is very good. With young people in the church, that means the church will grow. It's growing, and when you could get young people to come out to praise and worship on Sunday, that means that the pastor is good and the church is very, very much important to them. Now, Pastor, tell us about some work. We know you have young people here. What are the projects that you have for them here in the church that could help to eradicate the crimes or criminal activity of our young people within the community?
Yeah, this, as I've said, the church is dominantly young people, and these people, they are encouraged. And if you look at them, majority of them, they are not just youth, but they are educated youth. So they majority of them are doing their second degree. Some are even doing PhD. They are here to really, there's an encouragement that they are ready to serve God. Many of them, they are even with little achievement, you won't see them in the presence of church, but this one, they are ready, and that's why I love the Redeemed Christian Church of God, because it's a church that encourages the youth. There are a lot of programs. We allow the youth to express themselves. We are not caging them. We give them all the tools they need to be who they are. And you see the way they sing, you see the way we allow them to, and we tell them that the future belongs to them.
Yeah.
We encourage them. We make sure that anything they need to succeed, we give to them. So that's what makes them to become. We ask them to invite their friends, and the moment their friends come, they fall in love with the church, and they too, they encourage others to come, and that's how they've been coming.
Pastor, what is your affiliation with the community and the community and the ministries. Is there a pastoral meeting that work together with the city so that they can help to develop the community, especially with our young people?
Oh, nationally, Redeemed Christian Church of God have been involved in a lot of community activities all over the world, especially in Africa. They go to country like Ethiopia and go. We dug so many boreholes for people that they don't have good drinking water, and even we've been to homeless and we'll be feeding homeless people. We're going to shelters and giving them clothing. Each year we do what they call toy drives for those children in abandoned homes. So we go there to give them toys and make them to feel wanted in society. And we have a lot of things. We have a youth program that we are trying to put up together. We call it Youth Night in the church, where we give them the best movie that is going on. We make them to be comfortable instead of them drinking and partying. We want them to come to the presence of God. And we want to be involved in the community, especially prison services. We want to start going to talk to those boys there that there's other way to live. And God loves them no matter their past. God can forgive and is ready to forgive them. And their future is bright. So that's our plan.
Pastor, I know you're from Nigeria, and that is part of, well, probably my motherland or my fatherland or one of the lands there. Can you give us a little knowledge about Nigeria?
And Nigeria, as we know, is the giant of Africa, and we are still the giant.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the biggest country in Africa.
Oh.
And we have everything that, and I can tell you there's nothing that is in the state that is not in Nigeria.
Okay.
We have the resources, we have the intellect, we have educated people. So, I mean, I know what we are seeing in the state is different from what is obtainable there. People show you the negative things of Africa. But when you come to Nigeria, we know there's nothing here that we don't have there. The only thing I will say is that the system here in the state is working. In Nigeria, the system is not working yet, but we are getting there. We have corrupt politicians, but it's also here in the state, it's only they're able to manage it. But what we are saying is things are better also in Nigeria.
My pastor, what motivates you to be in the pastoralship of ministry?
There's the Redeemed Christian Church of God, as I've said, is one of the fastest growing Pentecostal church in the world.
Oh, it's a Pentecostal?
Yes.
Okay.
So we, as I've said, we are over 100 countries of the world now. And it's a growing church. I joined the church in what we tag Lucky 98. There was a program, it's like an outreach, big one, all over 3 million people came for that program in Nigeria, and that was when I gave my life to Christ, and ever since I've been in the Lord and working. And in Redeem, the church is designed to encourage you to grow. It's not just you sitting there. Redeem don't recruit pastor from outside, but they train you. As you come in, you move from newcomer to new believer, from new workers in training, from workers in training. You become one of the minister, from there the minister, and then you grow, you become a pastor. So they train you along, and a lot of educational activities that you go through before you become a pastor.
What I like about you, pastor, you're not one of the jump up pastor, but you're a teaching pastor, and what you teach, I listen to you well a couple of Sundays that I'm here, and your words really registered. I really felt the words, because that is what I know about. I know some people jump up and keep a lot of nights, but I just like the way. And today your message was about being positive, speaking positiveness, and you really touched me there, because very few ministers you hear talking positiveness. They might always say the devil isn't devil, and I'm a believer don't call the devil name under no circumstance. I always believe that God is with me, and there ain't no devil that can come into my life. And I like what you said. You say, speak positiveness to yourself, speak positiveness to your children, speak positiveness to your situation. What make you think about positiveness, and that positiveness heals it, harmonizing, adjusts every situation?
We, as I've said, we just finished what we call it's international convention. We call Special Holy Ghost Service in Nigeria. I was opportune to be there, and the team is the winning side. And you must be a winner, because the battle of this world is, there's nothing like a neutral. It's either you win or you lose. But you want to be a winner, and you want to be a perpetual winner. You don't want to be an ex-champion. So you have to be a winner, and for you to be a winner, you have to use some of your weapons of warfare that God has given you, which is your tongue. And your tongue is very,
Life or
very
death.
you know that. So it's very effective. Most of the thing that is happening to people in this world is what they've used their mouth to do. So they prophesy negativity to them, to themselves, and even started from the parents. Parents started talking negativity to their children, and before you know it, the children will start manifesting the negative thing, and then they will be blaming God. It's not God, because He said, what you said, as you said in my ear, so will I do unto you. So if you say negative things about your children, and God has given you authority over thy children, then at the end of the day, the children will start misbehaving negatively. So the best thing, when you wake up in the morning and you look at your mirror, the image you see there, which is your image, prophesy positively to your image. Tell that image you are seeing.
I want you to talk to the camera.
So you talk to that image you are seeing and say, I'm Shegun, I will live long. I will not die but live. That no weapon formed against me will prosper. I will be the head and never the tail. So no one will waylay me. My life will not be cut short. You just have to speak positive things, even to your image. And before you know it, you start seeing what you are saying.
Pastor. What about women? I know that everything, it's mothers and women are the most important part of a church, because if women and mothers come into the church, they will bring their children, and as they bring their children grow up in the church.
Right.
How would you focus more to get more women involved in the church?
Yeah, as we are growing, the church is, as I've said, we are growing, and if you will see those of them that are married, their wives are coming with them. So, and as I've said, 80% of them are still young. They are not yet married. So we encourage them to get married. As soon as they get married, their wife will come. And also we are reaching out. We do a lot of programs that involve women. And women will come. We invite women to come. So very soon we're having a program that will invite one of the women of God to come and speak to us here. And that will encourage people when they hear from other women talking to them, and they will be encouraged.
Do you have a women ministry?
Yes.
Okay, so as I was saying, I really do enjoy your church. I really do enjoy the praise and worship. It's all these young people, and they are doing a very great job, and to encourage other young people. Your message to Youth Saudi, or to the community, that you would like to send out so people can know about your church and know about your church community.
So we want to encourage all the youth in Corpus Christi to come to House of Grace. This is a place to be, and a place that the life will be transformed, and you can never remain the same again. There's no way you come here that your joy will not be full. We're encouraging them that they should leave the road. Don't go for all this party, drugging and drinking. Come to the presence of the Most High God, and here you'll be filled with the Holy Ghost. And we don't mind, you can come the way you are. God will definitely transform you. So in this church, we are not perfect, but we know God can transform you. The blood of Jesus Christ is available even to wash us all the sin away and make us clean.
We know men are very hard to come to church, get to come to church. How would you encourage men to be involved? Because, the fathers in the church, the sons will take example.
Yeah, the fathers also that have been coming, we encouraging them also to invite their friends. That the moment they come, God will touch them, and their life will be transformed. We have men's fellowship, men ministry also, that we are having program that is for men, and majority of the problem with men is to talk about economy. They want to talk about their purse. They say, "Oh, we are the breadwinner." But when you come, we teach you how God has ordained and the way of God to make money. What I mean by making money is that God, there's a formula to get rich with God. If you believe what God says, so it shall be. I mean, when you give, it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down. Those are the things that the men supposed to know. You have to, when you don't sow, you don't reap. Many of them, they don't just walk, they don't sow. So you have to sow before you reap. And also the Bible said seed time and harvest time will not cease. So if you don't sow, you will not reap. If you reap, if you sow, definitely you will reap.
I know you mentioned about the shelters, your ministry. You have the ministry for the shelters, ministry for the prison. How did you able to focus on that to give and to help to serve?
Yeah, this one of the project of the church that we want to go to less privileged people. We want to go to downtown and try to help those people that are just hanging around. We want to rehabilitate some people, and that's why we don't want the shelter to be closed down, because we heard in the news of recent that they are planning to close the shelter down, which is not right. There are a lot of life there that are hanging on balance. So we want to appeal to the mayor of Corpus Christi, and they should please don't close that shelter down. That is encouraging a lot of people to get out of trouble. But if you close it down, they won't have any place to go to. So the church is ready to be of help in any way we can. And we want to encourage them not to close the shelter. That's our appeal to them.
Well, I know the strength of the community is based on the church, and if the church come together to focus and able to have meetings, have conversation about the community, about this shelter, I think that the church and the ministers will be able to be very much important of giving voices within the community. Are you part of that?
Yeah, we be, because presently I'm just new, as I've said, we've not been having a Corpus Christi Ministers Association, which is good thing that we should be able to have, where the ministers in all the churches in Corpus Christi and environment, we come together and we talk about the goodness of the city we are, and then we have to transform the city. So this will be a good thing if there's any association like that we should be able, and if there's none, we'll start one and encourage all of us to come together to be of help even to the community.
Pastor, I really do enjoy your church, coming to your church, and I must say thanks to Otto, who brings me every Sunday and picks me up to come to church. I'm a stranger here, even from Brooklyn, New York, but I'm here on spending a little time. I'll be leaving very soon. That's that Sunday, and I was so happy to be a part of coming to the church. I went to another church, but yet still Otto picked me up every Sunday and give me the opportunity, and I really do enjoy your service. I go to a very big church in Brooklyn, in New York, and that is called Christian Culture Center with Pastor Bernard. He's a teacher like you. He's not this jump up teacher, but he teaches and you can listen to him, and I really do appreciate coming to the church, having fellowship with the church, meeting members of the church, and getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
And we appreciate you too. Thank you for coming, and we hope you will come back again.
I do hope so, if I decide to come, because it's a very long distance to get here. And what I like, you have some young men, that very, you have, it's a small congregation, but you are pulling all the young people together. And it got to be of your teaching, because if you're not teaching well, they're not going to stay. If you're not preaching well, they're not going to stay. They will go.
We give God the glory.
Yes, you give God the glory, because young men do not go to church. And if these young men can come out to church, they will be able to encourage other
Others,
people
yes.
to the church. So once again, I have some footage that I took from the church, which I will show, and it was nice talking to you, nice having you here on our program on Tots and Teens. You know, as I say, you're not a tot nor a teen, but you're just right, because you're able to give your voices to our young people and to give them the encouragement to, if they want to become, what would be your message to young ones who really want to take the word further and become like ministers for the church? You know, sometimes they get taunted at school,
Right.
but how would you encourage
I
that?
will tell them that the harvest is ripe. So, but the labor are very few. But they are the one to go out, because they speak their language. People like us, they will say, "Oh, you have accent. Oh, you are old school," but they have the same age. They speak their language. So it's good for them to come to church and also to talk to them when they are outside, when they are hanging out. Let them introduce Christ to them, that God loves them. There's somebody else that cares for them. So those are the way they should be doing. Anytime they go, that's what I encourage them to do. That when you go in your class, in your peer group, you can talk about Christ.
But I hope to get you on. They coming to New York,
Yeah.
and probably be on our television show. This is Brick Art Media.
Well, one of
And
these days I will come.
Brick Art Media, and I will to have you on the biggest screen with the biggest set, and to have more information. And I hope that when you come, you bring some of the members so that they could be involved
We will do
in
that.
the in our discussion, talking about the community and what youths of the community and what can the community do for our youths. And I know you are doing a lot for the youths of the community, and I know that you are making a difference within the Corpus Christi. Although you're new here, or you just come, you're still making a difference. So once again, thank you for being on our show. Thank you for giving us your sharing your views and sharing your ideas and your concern. And you know what? This is Christian Redeemed, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, House of Grace. And if you are in Corpus Christi or in Texas at any time, and you're in Corpus Christi, just visit Pastor Church, and it's located at 2306 Airline Road, Unit 110A, Corpus Christi. You know, and you can call them. You can call
But the
Pastor.
number is 361.
Oh, 361.
One,
Okay.
the program number is 361-756-9889.
You hear that numbers? If you need any information, you need to call the church or call the pastor. It's 361
361-756-9889.
756 9889.
There's
And
always
you-
somebody there. to
And
answer.
so there's somebody there to answer you, to pray with you, and to give you a word of encouragement. Once again, thank you, Pastor, for being with
Appreciate it.
us,
Thank you so
giving us all the information and getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Thank you.
It was so nice talking with you. Thank you
appreciate it.
very much for being on Tots and Teens program.
Thank you.
That was Tots and Teens in Focus with Pastor O'Haro. Not
I want me to say, let me only share Golowo. Okay. So, but we call it share Golowo. That is short.
with pastor of the Redeemed Church, and on Tots and Teens in Focus. And we were so happy to be here and happy to have some type and fellowship with the church. So once again, from Tots and Teens, we say goodbye until next time. See you in New York. We'll be back in New York.